Hey guys, it's Neptune Ninja. I'm back with another video. I did a poll in this Discord server, and we're gonna have 2 videos out by this weekend. This is the breakdown of the rules of volleyball, though. The next one will be beta testing this new Minecraft server, so watch out for that. But anyway, so let's hop into it. First part I want to go over is the court. Court is about 30 feet wide and 60 feet long. Each side of a net is 30 feet by 30 feet. A 2-inch line borders the court to serve as the out-of-bounds line. Any ball that touches the line during play is still considered in, though. Another thing that you should look at is, in the court there are these 2 lines. Now, these lines basically are like the attack line, I guess. That's what I'm going to call them for now. And that basically indicates a number of things, really. But more importantly, it indicates to the back row, any hitters that are there, that they have to jump that line, and if they don't spike the ball before they hit that line, then it's like an illegal play. Not only that, but there are also some rules for the libero, which is a defensive player. But more on that. Also, at the back of the court, there's this thing called a serving line, and that basically shows like where you have to hit the ball in order for it to count as a correct serve. Moving on, we have the positions. We have outside hitter, opposite hitter, middle blocker, setter, the libero, and pinch server. Basically, for starters, the hitters, the outside hitter just means the hitter on the left side. The opposite hitter means hitter on the right side. And middle blocker is basically blocks the shots from the enemy team, while also doing quick attacks with the setter. Now, the setter is basically straightforward. They get the second touch, and they basically set up the ball for the spiker to hit. The next position I want to talk about is called the libero, or libero. There are many different names for this position. Just remember that you'll always be wrong no matter how you pronounce it. It's kind of like a general rule. Anyways, this is the defensive position. Basically, it has a different colored jersey to tell people that that's the libero, because it moves on and off the court so much. This is because it swaps out with a player in the back row, usually the middle blocker, and then it stays there until it goes back up to the front, in which case they swap back out. And the libero position is unique in the sense that it can't attack or hit, but it has unlimited substitutions. So it's while any other position would get 2. The next thing is called a pinch server. This position basically is like a serving specialist, someone that you call in to serve the ball in tight situations, kind of like in baseball, I guess, but volleyball. I don't know. And they sub back out. So those are all the positions. Next, I want to talk about the touch system. Basically, once the ball is over on your side of the court, you get 3 touches. Those are generally receive, set, and spike. Any more than 3, and it would be illegal play. One thing you gotta keep in mind is that if a blocker on your team touches the ball and then it goes to your court, that doesn't count as one of your touches. So you still have 3 more. Now, that's not to say that it doesn't count as a touch, though, for when it goes out. Let's say that the blocker blocks it, but then the ball goes out of bounds. Then that would count as a point for the other team. And that's basically all you need to know about that. Now, for serving, basically you have to serve at, you can go back for the running start for jump serves and float serves and all that. but you have to basically, like, especially for jump serves, jump over the line and then you can land in the court, and then that would be considered a good serve. But basically, just serve before you hit that line, and then it would count. Now, basically, the referee will blow a whistle, and from my understanding, you'll have 8 seconds to serve. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is the libero. It's a very unique position. I'm not even sure exactly, because basically internationally, and like I think so far, I think in basically every other place except the US, the libero is not allowed to serve. Now, I think that's different at the high school and college level, but I'm not entirely sure, because I have seen libero serve. The thing you need to know about serving is that when the person is serving, the enemy team is not allowed to block it or like spike it down when it gets over. You have to receive it, or else it just doesn't like count for you. Now, the same thing goes for the other team. If that serve misses, they can't save it or do anything about it. They have to accept it. Now, moving on, we have the net. Basically, there's a common misconception about the net. People think that if the ball touches the net, it is out of play. This is not true. If the ball touches the net, it is still very much in play. Meaning that if it pitches onto the net and then goes to the other side, then that's a point. Now, the reason why people get confused with this rule is that there is something called a net violation. This is basically when your body touches the net. You are not allowed to touch it. Now, the next thing are these antennas on the net. If the ball hits one of those antennas, the point is considered out. And then it goes to whoever, and it goes to your team. Wait, I know I'm jumping around a bit, but quick rewind back to the court. Or just like an extra rule that I feel important to share is that if the ball doesn't go onto the enemy side of the court, but like it's like there but not in the bounds of the enemy's court, you can go under the net as long as it's not under to their side of the court and like out of bounds. You can go under there and go onto their side and hit the ball back over to your side so that they can get it over officially. That's one way to save it. And now, a quick rewind again. Now, before I go back to where we were, I need to mention that there is basically no out of bounds. You can move wherever you want on the court. The only out of bounds is when the ball drops and it hits out. But you can even go into the bleachers to try and save it. Just want to point that out there. That will be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out other videos of mine, subscribe and leave a comment. I really enjoy comments. I read every single one. So, see ya!